Hello, you guys. It's Tuesday. I've got a great little presentation for you right now. If you're looking to grow your personal brand, this is the time to do it. This is the way to do it. So basically, hi, I'm Donna Bowling, and what I'm super excited about is personal branding. That's something that I'm kind of jumping all over. I really enjoy helping people like you flush out and develop their personal brand. And so what is a personal brand first off? Welcome everyone. Hi guys. We're going to have some really good slides coming up. So stick around, okay? I'm not going to make this too long, but this is going to be really good. This is going to help you guys a lot. Welcome. Okay, so what is a personal brand? A personal brand is basically a way for someone who is online to be able to feel like they're having that in-person experience with you. So 2021, COVID's coming back. We don't want to talk about it, but the point is we don't have the experience. Hey, Nat. Hey, Sarah. We don't have the ability to get in front of people like we used to, right? We don't have the ability to go and handshake as much as we used to. And also, like, who has the time, right? So we can be online. We can connect this way. And what's cool about it is with personal branding, we are now able to really be able to show off exactly who we are, what we do, what kind of stuff we're into, our personalities, but online, so that people like you can find people like me. And I am not the only personal branding expert out there. I'm definitely not the only personal branding coach, but the ones that will hire me are going to, because not only what I teach, but also because who I am. And so this is what I am all about. I'm trying to get you guys to get your personal brands going, ready to go, and developed before the end of 2021. So I have a few different ways I'm going to do that, but I'm going to start with some slides. I have a freebie that's coming out really soon. It's going to be an ebook, basically all about, there's going to be close to 40 questions that you should be asking yourself as a personal brand. I picked 5 for today, okay? Just 5, because I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but I want you guys to pay attention to this. I will save this live, and I will end up putting it over in my IGTV, so you guys will have access to this, but I want you to pay attention, okay? So I'm going to be pulling up these slides. If you have any questions about personal branding, let me know right here. If you're just curious, like, what is a personal brand, whatever, we're going to start there. Okay. Here's the first one, you guys. The first question that you're going to want to ask yourself is, what do you love to do? That's number 1. But also, does the world need what you love to do? Because here's the thing. When it comes to just like loving what you do, that's cool. I love a lot of things. I love, all kinds of things. But when you just love something, guess what? It's a habit. I mean, a hobby. Sorry. It's a habit. Well, it could be a habit. It's a hobby. If you just love to do something, like I love to buy lip glosses. Love. No one's paying me to buy lip glosses. And maybe there is someone out there that people are paying to buy lip glosses, but I'm not that person, right? Like I know that. I know myself enough to know that I am not that person. So like, for example, what do I love to do? I love to speak. I love to coach. And I know with those 2 things, I am able to make money because I have made money from speaking. I have made money from coaching. And that's just 2 of the things that I love to do, right? So you can kind of develop that into something bigger and bigger and bigger. But this is the first question you need to ask yourself. If you are not aware what that is, how can you have a business? How can you have a brand, right? So your business is a combination of what you love to do, what you're good at doing. You don't have to be the best, but what you're good at doing, and also what the world needs and will pay you for. Okay, that's number 1. Question number 1. We're going through 5 of them, okay? Question number 2. Choose a different asset. This is interesting. Describe yourself in 3 words. Okay, 3 words to describe you. Let's talk about that. Obviously, you can use words to describe your physicality, right? I want it to be more of words that describe you in terms of how people feel when you're around. Your vibe. Right? Like, less than, like, I could describe myself, oh, she's 5 foot, she's blonde, she has blonde hair, and she's a mom. Yeah, sure. Okay, but that has nothing to do with me as a brand. So what would you guys use to describe me? I'm going to ask you, right? There's almost 20 of you on here. What would you use to describe me? Use a word. I would say most people, or what I would describe myself as, is energetic, inspiring. Okay, Oh, you're mentioning yourself because I see introvert, and the first thing I'm thinking is I am not an introvert, but I guess that's for you. Nat, you're saying introvert, nurturing, and honest. Those are great. Okay, and what's funny is those three, maybe honest would be me, but I wouldn't be the introvert and nurturing. That's so amazing, like how different we can be, right? You're lighthearted, Sarah, or maybe I'm lighthearted. I don't know. So humor, fun. Oh my God, I almost fell off my chair. Can you imagine if I fell during a live? I mean, I guess that would be, I can't get comfortable. I guess that would be lighthearted. Hold on. Oh, because my chair is stuck. It wasn't moving. You guys, that's so Donna. Okay, let's see. Health and wellness is what you do, Paul. Okay, so, describing what you're doing. Oh, by the way, Creative Odyssey, what's the app I'm using? I'm not using an app other than Instagram. So I created these slides on Canva and just save them as photos. And on the top right, when you go live, you can bring them up as like slides for your live. So it's kind of cool. Okay, Joyce, joyful, kind, great energy. Nat is saying that I'm spunky, fun, and energetic. I love these. So sometimes it's really hard to describe yourself, you guys. So you want to make sure to ask around. You can ask people on social media. You can ask your close friends. You can ask your family. You can ask people that are kind of in your life. All these kinds of things. It's really important to get some information from people around you when you don't really know a lot about you yourself. Maybe it's hard to look. Sometimes I need, like Rita Goodrow just joined. Rita's a coach of mine. Sometimes you need to ask an expert in their field to look at your business. I can give you guys advice about you, but sometimes it's hard to look within and find these things. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. Just remember, I have 5 questions here, and then there's going to be, I have an ebook coming out with about 40 questions that you guys can ask yourself. That's going to be great. Hey, Rita. Okay, describe in detail someone in your target market. So this is like a really tricky one. I'm sure you guys have all done. Give me some hearts here if you've done some sort of exercise in your life, in your business, that some sort of sense of who's your ideal client? Who's your target audience? Who is your dream client, right? We've all done these kinds of practices. But if you can't actually describe that, how can you build a brand? Really, honestly, how can you build a personal brand if you don't know who you're speaking to? So it's really important to get super clear on who that is. Now, I know sometimes you have to do these workbooks and they're like, where do they go shopping at the market? Yeah, I know it feels annoying and strange, but actually, it's a good question. Because if my audience is a shopper at Walmart, or my audience could be a shopper at Whole Foods, like we have a very different audience here, right? If you think about it, yes, some people go to Walmart and Whole Foods, but overall you would say that those are 2 different kinds of people. And I think it's really important to get as clear as possible when it comes to who that person is. So a couple of you guys are saying, so like Nat, you're saying mom, homeowners, home buyers. Okay, I want you to get more specific. I want you to get more in detail about it, right? Joyce, women over 50 that want to look good and feel their best. Great. That's a good start. I want you to go deeper. Like everyone wants to look good and feel their best, I think. Well, not everyone, but most do. So what's stopping them? Like what has held them back that you can help them with? And that's kind of like, those are the questions that you want to just get a little bit deeper on, rather than just women in their 30s who want to date. Let's get more specific, right? So you guys keep going. Busy women around 40 years old with kids. Okay, that's a great start. But why are they busy? Are they stressed? Are they overworked? Do they not have, why are they hiring you? Where are they struggling? Where is their time going? Do they have a lot of money? Do they not have a lot of money? Is their house nice or is it falling apart? These are things that you're going to want to really go into. And a Nicole's double, that's a good one. People that want to improve their health with plant-based options from a licensed dental professional that has years of experience. Whoa, interesting. That is very specific. But that's more about what they want, but who are they now? What are they struggling with? I want to improve my health, great, but why haven't I improved my health? And why should they go to plant-based options? And also, why should they go to a licensed dental professional to improve my health? These are very specific questions. Has something not worked for them before? And that's why they have to go to you. Sarah says people are motivated to look good from the inside out. I love that, but why Why do they need to look good from the inside out? What about the inside? Are they struggling with energy? Are they struggling because they are breaking out? Do they have gut issues, digestive issues? Tidy Up Solutions, busy because they work full time. They do have money. Okay, so these are the questions that we're going to have to ask ourselves as we move through. I'm going to keep... oh my gosh, Anna Nicole's double. You actually were her double. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, we'll have to talk about that in a DM. Okay, I'm going to go to the next question. So now we've done... Oh, I almost ended my live video. So now we've done 3. We're going to do another one. A 4th question is, when you look at Instagram, you guys, when you're opening up Instagram, what stands out to you on other people's accounts? Start answering it right now. This is really important when it comes to your Instagram content strategy, which is huge in terms of personal branding in 2021. We're all about Instagram, right? When you're looking at Instagram, what exactly, like if you go to someone's page or if you see a reel that you like, and you go to their Instagram account, what jumps out at you? What makes you want to press follow? I know what works for me. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to answer. Tidy Up Solution says branded stories. That's interesting. What do you mean by branded? Like they have a very specific style of story? Is that what you're kind of saying? So for me, as you guys are coming up with some of the answers, for me, what is important to me is a very, very clear bio. That's number 1. Okay, I want to know who and what this account is about. Nat is saying everyone is copying others or what's popular just to get numbers to jump. What do you mean by that, Nat? Check mine in Reels. Oh my gosh, that's so interesting. And Nicole's double, I love it. What's your name? Okay, positive vibes. Paul likes to look for positive vibes. Via Vi Fashion says the beauty of the layout of the grid. So it's so interesting because the beauty of the layout of the grid is not something that gets me, but it's the content that matters for me. So this is my customer journey when I go to an Instagram account. I go to the bio. If the bio is speaking to me in some capacity, I'm now going to think about pressing follow, right? If it's not speaking to me, meaning if the bio is speaking to, hamster owners that want more time, got a phone call, hamster owners, that's not me. I'm not going to probably, want to press follow on that. So it has to be something that's for me. So maybe it's an account for busy women who want to grow their businesses on Instagram, or busy women who want to find ease when it comes to selling. I don't know. I mean, you can just think of anything. So the point is that it has to speak to you. Once the bio speaks to you, from that point, I usually go to the stories. That's true. I go to the stories to see, is their story content interesting to me from the last 24 hours? Because in 24 hours, if their story content sucks, and by sucks, I mean really, really like a ton of slides about nothing that I care about because I don't know the person, or it's 2 slides and it's just reshares of other people's content, I'm probably not going to press follow, because for me, the way I consume content on Instagram is usually through stories. So I want to hear from you guys. Joy says if they entertain her with positivity, hamster owners. Yep, exactly right. So you want to make sure that your Instagram profile is speaking to what you like in others. So another reason why I press follow an account beyond the bio and the stories is if the content is teaching me something within the first 3 or 4 slides. If I can look at the slides and be like, oh, that's interesting, didn't know that, or read a story and immediately feel like I'm related or relatable, it's something to my life, I'm going to press follow, right? So think about these things as you're creating your own content. If all you like to watch are stories, then I would focus on creating bomb stories. If you care so much to watch reels, then create those reels. But you have to remember that most likely your ideal audience is going to like what you like. That's just the way it works, right? So that's the question. That's the 4th question. Okay, we're going to go to the 5th question, and then I'm going to tell you why it's all important. Who is your business inspiration? Who is someone in your business or in the business life, a brand or a personal person, a personal brand, who is your inspiration it was supposed to say in and not in your industry. Okay, in and not in your industry, and that's important. So I'm a personal branding coach. So I have 10 personal branding coaches that I think are incredible, or maybe they're Instagram experts. They do something similar to what I do, video coaches in that kind of capacity. I have a couple that I'm like, that's goals, right? That's goals for me. I want to work like them. I want my feed to look like them. I want my business to look like them. And then you're also going to want to think about someone that's not in your business. For example, what is it? The McGee, like Home of McGee's, or I forget what it is again. They have like a very big Studio McGee. That's what it is. It's an Instagram account, and they're home designers, husband and wife. It's kind of like, the Magnolia, whatever they are. I can't think of anyone's name. And I freaking love them. I love that account. I think it's beautiful. I love the way they show up in stories. Or Emily Schumann from Cupcakes and Cashmere. Like, these are people that have nothing. Or my friend Lainey from Life is But a Dish that just stopped in here for a little bit ago. She's a food blogger. I don't do food blogging, but I love the way she runs her business. I love her feed. I love her vibe. And so these are really important. Paul says Grant Cardone. That's good. Nat says you, Glenda, and Taya DeClario. Isn't that interesting? I don't even know who Glenda and Taya DeClario are. Oh, Chip and Joanna. Thank you. I could not think of their names. But the point is that you want to be thinking about these questions. So I'm just going to quickly recap, you guys, and tell you the questions again. Question number 1, what do you love to do, and does the world need it and will pay for it? Yes, Life is But a Dish is here. Lainey, you guys, she's amazing. Number 2 is describe yourself in 3 words. Oh, Joyce, you said Barbara Majeski. She's so great. I love Barbara. Number 3 is describe in detail someone in your target market. Remember, I like detail, not just like, oh, I think I like them. Detail. Number 4, we're going to do, when you look at Instagram, what stands out to you on other people's accounts. And then number 5, finally, who is your business inspiration in and not in your industry? Okay, so with these 5 questions, Barbara Corcoran, Ashley Graham, and Mel Robbins, all great people. Okay, so here's why I wanted to talk about this, and then I'm just going to kind of wrap it up if you guys have any questions. I'm coming out right now with an amazing ebook that's going to have 45 questions that you want to ask yourself as you are fleshing out your personal brand. Because like I said, what is a personal brand? It is a way for someone that is not in your presence, someone that is at home or in a different city or country doing their own thing, to feel like they're in the room with you. And they don't get to do that from just a pretty feed. A personal brand is not a pretty color palette. That's not what being branded is. It's not about aesthetics as much. Yes, it's a portion. Aesthetics is a portion of it. Don't get me wrong. But really, a personal brand is personality. It's your personality. It's the optics, so the way it all looks, all tied together. And then, of course, at the end, it's your perspective. It's your beliefs. It's the pop factor, right? P-O-P. I always say I used to be a casting director. I was casting for many, many years. And as a casting director, what we would do, we'd audition 2,000 kids for one role for a Disney show, and then we'd find the Zendaya. And why did Zendaya get the job for her show when she was 12? It's because she popped. She came in, she read the exact same lines as everyone else. She had the exact same character breakdown as everyone else. But when she said her lines, it popped, right? It jumped out to everyone else. Joyce, I'm going to be posting this on my IGTV. It'll be posted on my feed. And so you can just check my feed in like 10 minutes. So how do you, as an entrepreneur, as Joyce, as Anna Nicole's double, I think your name is Jeanette, as Lainey, Life is But a Dish, as Nat, as Leah, as Paul, and Johnny, as anyone that's here, you guys, how do you pop? You have to figure this out. Because if you don't figure it out, unfortunately, you're just going to get lost in the sea. And here I am, right? Like, I am constantly going out of my way, getting on video, showing up, and so many people, Janine, there you go. Oh, thank you, the Face Pharmacy. And I'm constantly on video. I'm constantly on Clubhouse. I have podcasts. I'm this, I'm everywhere, and still people forget about me. Because we're too busy. We're too distracted. There's too many people out there. Think about it. If you guys go on Instagram, do you specifically remember to go check on certain people's accounts over others? That's how you want to show up online. You want to be the person that people do not want to go to bed that night without making sure that they checked into your account. Yes, Lainey, be unapologetically you. That is exactly it. So everything that we're showing up, like I almost fell off my chair earlier, that is so up my alley. It doesn't shock me for a second that I even use that. But Paul says if they don't know you, they won't flow to you. Okay, I like that, right? Like we have to. That's all we have. There's no business cards anymore. Remember when like 5 years ago I used to order business cards on moo.com? There's no business cards. We don't do that. Our business card is our Instagram. Erin King, who's an amazing speaker and a friend of mine, I just saw her in Las Vegas a couple weeks ago. She says Instagram is your audition, which I love so much because I am showing up as a former casting director and all I know is that audition. So you have to do something that makes people, what's it called? Bookmark you, remember you, highlight you. You know what is a good sign of someone bookmarking or highlighting you? This is something that you guys can start doing. Anais is a perfect student in how to show up. Anais was one of my first clients at the beginning of quarantine when I started my business coaching business. And look at her business at Cook with Anais, right? And she was never doing anything before. So here's what I do really fast. When you guys go to my page, after we're done with this, I want you to click on that bell. On the top is a bell, and you can turn it to set reminders for posts, for stories, for IGTVs. I would do it at least for posts. You don't have to do it for every story because those get a little annoying. I set my reminders and my bell on for anyone whose content I am interested and like, and this is why. Instagram is really hard to be seen. Like 5% of your people are seeing your content. So start reminding your people to turn the bell on. If you like my content, turn my bell on. You'll never miss anything. Nat says you caught my attention by being a mom, building a business from home, and it resonated with me because with kids, I'm not out there like that. Yeah, I mean, there's no other way. We got to keep showing up. We got to keep doing our thing. Yes, Paul, show up every day. I am here every single day, no matter what. You will see me on my stories. I do not leave. And I show up more than ever. In fact, I am, ring my bell, that's what she said. Of course, Lainey has to come up with a that's what she said. You wonder where I get my inappropriateness? It's from Lainey Schwartz at Life is But a Dish. I'm just going to put it out there. It all comes from Lainey. So yes, show up every single day. And then not only that, really, honestly, create more content than you ever have before. I think that is my goal right now. I am posting 2 to 3 times on my Instagram right now. If you guys are noticing that, I don't know why I'm posting 2 to 3 times. I am finding myself very, very inspired. And instead of just like holding and creating a content calendar and posting once a day, if I feel like posting 3 times today, I'm doing it. I don't know. I'm just in the mood. I'm in the mood to doing it. Do I feel going on the same time every day is helpful? Janine, are you saying to go live on the same time? I go live every single Monday around 11 a.m. Pacific, but today I decided to go live because I'm working on this ebook and I just wanted to give you guys a little treat. In fact, I'm also going to be doing a Clubhouse room all about this too. Okay, now what tips do you have for introverts? Oh my gosh, building a personal brand for introverts is a toughie, but it can be done because of the amazing power of voiceover on video, of graphics, of still pictures. I do believe that we're lucky I am not an introvert as you can see, but if you are an introverted person, the ability to speak just to your phone will give you that freedom to talk to many when you're just talking to one, right? Like I can just talk to my phone. Obviously going live is a little bit trickier, but I can just talk to my phone when I'm recording stories and it's just me and this camera. And then, later I can post it to the world, but I don't have to think the fact that, oh my gosh, I'm filming this for all the people. Now, also remember, I don't know how big your audience is, but when it comes to stories, only about 2 to 5% of your people in your audience are seeing your stories. So if I have almost 14,000 followers on Instagram, 2% of that, why did I do this? Because I have no idea. 10% is 1,400. So 2% is 14.7. 2% is like 400, 300. I can't remember. It's low. Someone do the math for me. What's 2% of 14,000? I have 280. There you go. So 280 people on average are watching my stories. It usually goes a little bit higher than that, but sometimes it's lower. So between 2 to 5% of people are watching my stories. So if you are an introvert and you struggle talking on camera, remember that. If you have 1,000 followers, 20 people on average, I think that's right, are watching your stories. That's not a lot of people. So it's best to start getting used to it now. And it is a practice. Just like working out. I work out every single day to get these muscles. Look at these muscles. I work out every single day to get these muscles. Thank you, Joyce, for asking. Alexa, I'm not going to say it loud because I don't want to wake her up. If I stop working out, my muscles go away. You got to keep practicing going live. You got to keep practicing going on camera. So I'm just going to end this out by telling you guys a couple things. Number one, I'm going to have an amazing ebook with 40 to 50. I can't decide which one I want. Questions you're going to need to ask yourself as a personal brand when you're fleshing it out. And it's going to be a PDF that you can fill in just from online. Okay, I'm going to give you guys an ebook. It will be available in the next few days. It will be like $27, something super easy, but it's going to really, really help you guys grow. Give me some hearts if you're into that. Number two, if you are really ready right now, good, so many hearts. If you are really ready right now to start growing your personal brand and you like me and you trust me because you know me, because I show up here all the time, I have 3 more spots on VIP days, okay? VIP days, this is how it works. From 10 to 12 Pacific time, we meet like this, just you and me, right? Just you and me, we meet. We get really, really clear about your personal brand. We go deep. We get really into the foundations, into your aesthetic. Then we take a break. I buy you lunch. You go off, you do your lunch thing. We're on Zoom, so you can do whatever. You're going to get a gift card to, what is it called? DoorDash or whatever. You buy whatever you want for your lunch. And then we meet again after lunch, and we do 2 more hours where we really flesh out the vibe, your expertise, how to message out to the world using your Instagram and maybe, Clubhouse or your website, depends on how much time we have, to really flush out your personal brand. How do you message to people, this is who I am and this is what I do, with confidence? This is super important, you guys, the confidence piece. So I'm going to take all this casting director stuff that I have in my back pocket, all the personal branding coach stuff that I have in this pocket. I'm going to merge the two, and now I'm going to help you guys grow the frick out of your personal brands. So I have 3 more spots for that VIP spot. I'm going to have my ebook that's going to come out a little bit later, and we're going to just get going. We're going to just get going. So I'm super excited that you guys enjoyed this live. So many of you guys stayed here for the entire time. I will save this. I will post it on IGTV, and you can share it to all your people. I appreciate you guys more than you know, and maybe I'll show up on Clubhouse in a little bit to flesh these questions out with them. I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much once again for being here. I love my live audience. I love seeing you guys here. Appreciate you more than you know. Would you say, Nat, you might need more than 3 spots to be open? Honestly, once 3 spots are closed, then I have another offer. Empire Collective is opening up next month. That is my collective of amazing women. I have 10 incredible women in there right now, and it will be opening up. But here's a secret I'm telling you guys. The personal branding VIP days, if you purchase it, that amount that you spend goes into your entrance fee to Empire Collective. You skip the waiting list and you go straight in. Okay, so trust me when I tell you this is going to be a bomb, amazing day. You're going to have so much fun with me. We're going to be BFFs. Maybe we'll even pop a glass of champagne at the end of it because it's on a Friday. Do you guys like that idea? We can pop some champagne at the end of our personal branding VIP day. Or like kombucha, whatever you drink. Okay, I love you guys. If you missed this, Angie, if you missed this, I'm going to post it on my IGTV. Watch this. This was a good one. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great one.